By the time you're done watching this video, you would have learned how to create this beautiful design from scratch to finish. Let's get into it. Hi my lovelies, and you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and this is Victoria TCS. So jumping right into the video, I already prepped my press-on nail tip. This is a full cover stiletto nail tip. I already buffed it, dusted it off, and then I'm just going in with my base coat. I always use this gorgeous base coat. Anybody that knows me for a while now knows I have been on this particular product for a while, and I'm really enjoying it. Their colors, the consistency is just very lovely. So I'm putting my base coat over the nails. Whatever you see me do to one press-on stand, I definitely did to the other press-on stand. So yeah, follow me as I go. So I'm going to put that in the lamp for 60 seconds to cure. And cure is basically dry. So if I say cure, I also mean dry. And then the base color I wanted, I didn't have the particular shade, and I enjoy mixing colors together, so I decided to mix that. Now this particular client wanted gems on her nails, but she also wanted me to tweak it and do a little bit of freestyle. So right now I'm not sure, or as at the time I was doing the nails, I was not sure exactly what direction I was going in. I was literally just going with the flow, but I knew to an extent the color themes I wanted to work with. I wanted to work with blue and I wanted to work with nudes, but I didn't want the nude to be too brown and I didn't want it to be too pink either. So hence my mixing the color. Then I wasn't sure, do I want it on the nude color on 3 fingers or do I want it on 2 fingers? I decided to go with 3 fingers, although I knew what I wanted to do with the 2 fingers, but this particular one I was polishing, I wasn't quite sure yet what I wanted to do with it. And you guys, this blue color, I think I had just gotten this particular shade that very day. That was why there was blue in my head, and I'm like, oh, I have to try out this color. This color, you guys, was bomb. You guys will see for yourself, like very bomb. Although it's not full coverage, it's opaque. No, sorry, it's sheer. It's sheer, which means you can see through it. I still enjoyed the color a lot. You can work with whatever color theme you want to work with. That's the beauty about this design. It allows for that, so you don't have to do blue, you can do red or lavender or whatever it is you want to do. So anyways, after polishing that, I put that in the lamp for 60 seconds to cure also, and I'm just going with a second coat. I already second coated the other 2 nudes, and I'm just showing you what a second coat on this one looks like. More coverage than it initially had, which I absolutely love, and it's not giving me too brown or too pink, so I was really cool with that. And then I also went in with a second shade on my blue to give me that a darker look. At first I was thinking, because of the nature of the design I wanted to do, I wasn't sure if I wanted a second coat or not, but having done this, or yes, as at when I did it, I was really happy I went with a second coat. So yeah, that's what you see me doing here, and colors just generally look richer. Let me put it that way. Colors look richer when you have them in 2 coats. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'll put that in the lamp for 60 seconds to dry also. And to the star of the show, like, you guys, anybody that knows me knows I absolutely love Capri Sun, so it had to feature. I finished that thing in a they need to increase the size. We need a bigger size of Capri Sun, to be honest, but I needed the straw of the Capri Sun. If I'm being honest, I needed any straw, but I decided to go with a Capri Sun straw because I get to drink the Capri Sun. Yeah. Anyways, you know that pointer finger, I said I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. I decided to go in with a French, and this blue, you guys, this blue against the tone of this base was just giving every single thing it was supposed to give. To be very honest, I loved it to pieces. If you'd like me to drop a tutorial on how to draw a French, just leave that in the comment and I will get on it ASAP. So this is where the design comes in. That is my bloom gel. So I'm going to put a bloom gel over the top of the blue color, or whatever color it is that you choose to use. Just put your bloom gel over it. You don't want to apply it too thin and you don't want to apply it too much. I realized that for this particular product, anytime I apply too much, it blooms way too fast and I have to run over the entire color. And when I put it too thin, it doesn't bloom fast enough. So just that sweet middle spot. And then I'm going to go in with white. I'm using the same brand I started with, Gorgeous, and I'm just putting it in dots all over the nail. And then I'll go back in with the blue color also and put it in dots all over the nail too. Now this is the point it gets really interesting. Immediately I saw this design, I loved it and I'm like, I have to try it. So all you need to do is just blow air through your straw and onto the nail. So the wet polish, the bloom gel, everything just, I don't know, mixes together and just creates this ocean like effect. You guys, when I said I was so thrilled with this design, like I was just blowing. I was just blowing because I'm like, this is so cool. It looks like I found a toy to play with. Oh my god, I can't believe myself. But this is such a really cool design. You guys definitely need to try this out. Absolutely need to try this out. It's fun, it's easy. Honestly, when you look at it, it looks hard, but it's not as hard as it looks. I mean, you're just putting bloom gel, a bunch of colors together, and blue air. Literally, blow air. I don't know if you blow air normally, like without a straw. I don't think it will give the same effect, to be honest. I haven't tried it yet, but maybe the straw makes the air more concentrated, I think. So I think maybe that's why I use that feel, because the air is more concentrated. So yeah, definitely use the straw. But if you use your mouth and it turns out great, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll keep using the straw and I'll keep using Capri straw so that you get a two-in-one experience with it, if you know what I'm saying. Remember I said I wasn't sure what to do with the pointer finger, so I went in with the French, but now I'm like, maybe I should just do the same design so that it's symmetrical with the other ones. Is symmetrical the right word to use? I don't know, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So I'm just going to do the exact same thing, but I was trying to be careful to get the waves or the marble effect within the lines of the French. But as you guys will see in the video, it didn't work out. It definitely did not work out. I don't know if there was something I could have done to just keep it, or maybe I should have cleaned. Now that I'm looking back and thinking about it, if I had cleaned it right after I blew my bubbles, yeah. But that would have been counterproductive to the French I did initially. Anyways, this is me just overthinking as I am editing. But that's the good thing. When you look back on what you've done, like you improve, you get better, and you think of new ways to, get it done, and you get. Now, this step I'm doing is so important. Like, always clean up the excess so that the nail doesn't squeeze. Make sure you clean up the excess. You guys, look at what the nails are looking like. Ooh, I am so excited. Like, they look so stunning. They look amazing. They look vavavoom. I love it. I love it. So I had buffed the surface of the entire nail, and I'm just going in now with um nail polish remover and just wiping off the dust. But we are going in with the stones now. So my client is one funny lady. She gave me her own stones to use. She's a tailor. So she's like, oh, maybe if I give you stones, it will reduce the cost. And I'm like, ha ha ha, funny, funny. But she gave me her own stones, and as you can see, they are tailor stones or they are fashion stones. I don't even know what they're called. They're just stones for tailoring, basically. So I had to remove the back. And on doing that, I realized that it was not even flat back. I'm like, oh my Jesus. I don't like working with stones that are not flat back, but there's always a method to the madness, to be honest. So I whipped out my carving gel. Thank God for carving gels, you guys. Would you agree with me that carving gels have made certain designs easier than they actually were before? Because I most likely would have used acrylic to hold this stone together if it was before. But I'm so glad I could use a carving gel to just get it done and over with, something that doesn't dry fast and allows you play around until you get the exact shape and exact thing you want. So carving gels are a 10 out of 10 for me for holding it, chunky stones, basically 10 out of 10. So I'm just going to place that towards the tip of the nail. She wanted the stones to be in a French format, and that was why I had a French drawn on the pointer finger. So that it would just match the remaining two fingers, the two middle fingers, basically. And then I had to decide how I wanted the stones to be placed. For me, this part was just like, oh my god. I kept on turning the stone over and over, up, down, trying to see which I liked better. But I decided that I liked it, facing down. Not like a teardrop shape, but an upside down teardrop shape ish. I don't know. And then I just started putting my smaller stones around the bigger chunky one. So basically I am still using the carving gel, or molding gel as some people know it, to hold the smaller pieces of the stone. So whatever I squeezed out from placing the chunky stones, I'm just using whatever's left to apply to hold on to the smaller stones. So having done that, I am going to go in with my rhinestone glue and just map out the point of the French on one side, because I had done one off camera. So I did one finger off camera because I was really trying to figure out what I wanted, and I had put the rhinestone glue on everything, and I forgot and shoved it in the lamp. So it dried out one side, and that had the stone, and dried out the other side. I didn't have the stone, and I had to apply rhinestone glue again. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm going to work in sections, which was the smart thing. Which was the smart thing to do, anyways. So with this one, I'm not making the same mistake. I'm just going to put it on one side apply my stones on that one side, because this glue actually holds on. It's not as slippery as it looks. So just hold it on that one side, dry it, or flash cure it, and then going on the other side, do the same thing, and then fully cure the entire nail. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm sure it makes sense because you can see what I'm doing. So the explanation and the visuals equals make sense. Absolutely. So I'm just going to dry that in the lamp for, I think I dried it for like 120 seconds or something. Just dry it till you're sure that, okay, you know what, I'm cool with it. And then I like sealing in my gems. Reason being that if you're somebody who likes putting their hands through their hair a lot, which almost every woman does, you don't want your gems getting caught in your hair, tearing your hair, or ripping the gem out in the process. So you want to make sure that you completely seal the entire thing. And I particularly like this rhinestone glue because it still gives that crystal clear effect to the stones. Even if you put it on the stones, it's not cloudy, so I like it. I wish it were thicker, for when I want to do like isolated chromes and stuff, but maybe I'll just get another rhinestone glue to do that. But this gets the job done for me for casing and blocking my crystals. So yeah, I'm sticking with it. This is what the entire nail looks like at the end of the day together. The matte version of this nail actually will not look that bad. Like, you guys tell me, I don't think the matte version will look that bad, but my client wants glossy, and we're gonna give her glossy. You guys, this nail is already ah maybe because I've seen the end already. But these nails are amazing balls. Tell me what you think in the comments. Will you be recreating this particular design? Let me know. And if you would like me to shoot something else for another time, also let me know in the comments. Don't be shy. I do not bite, and I actually respond. So yes, I'm putting top coat on my crystals, yes, but I'm not putting it on the big one because I don't know. I don't like putting top coat on huge crystals. I do not know why. I honestly do not know why. I'm being honest, but I always put it on the tinier ones. So that's what you see me doing here. I'm making sure that the top coat is not so much on the ones with the crystal so that it doesn't add to the bulk of the nail, making it look just shapeless and chunky. You want to make sure that you take off as much top coat from the nail as you can, so that it doesn't look like a blob, you get, and it doesn't look weird. Anyways, so you guys, that is it for this video, and we're going to see each other in the reveals in a bit. Ooh, you guys, just take a look. Like, just seeing this nail, I want to sing chocolate and caramel, but there's nothing chocolate or caramel about this. It's like ocean vibes. Anyways, thank you guys for staying till the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.